Hi, my divine loves. It's your mystic messenger, and I'm here on a path is you. And before I start my message, okay, I gotta read y'all this card that my daughter made me for Mother's Day, right? First, I'm a cleanse, but I gotta read y'all this card because it's so sentimental for me. I cried when I read it, okay, because it was part of. It's a part of this because it's a part of me learning how to be better. And my kids experienced me in my karmic cycle. You know what I'm saying? And it was mental breakage for my kids. It was deep, y'all. That's why I'm here to try to help as many as people as I can because this shit get deep. This shit not easy. It's not something that you can do overnight. And I went through a lot with mentally being not there through the attacks that was on me, and my kids had to suffer. You know what I'm saying? So everything I talk about, I'm telling you, my story ain't no lying, ain't no faking. It's what I've been through. So to be able to see that my baby see that I put in that work, I'm not the same person I was when I started this motherfucking journey. Okay, at the end of the day, so let's cleanse. I'm doing a video. My bad, that was my baby right there. But Most High God, ancestors, archangels, and spirit guides at the highest bright light, please come down and help me as I give these divine messages to my divine loves. Clear my mind chakra, my throat chakra, and my heart chakra so that I give clear divine messages. Archangel Michael, please come down and protect me and my viewers at this time. Anybody sending evil eye, we send it back a millionfold because you got the monitoring spirits, okay? They be around trying to come interrupt all the goodness we got over here. So, I'm going to cleanse my energy. I ain't got nothing to do. Somebody else do on that shit. All right, all right. Okay. Leave that back there, cleansing. I'm at the sound bowl because we healing over here, okay? We healing over here. That shit good for your soul. Okay, so when I went through my karmic cycle, it literally tore down my family a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't myself. Like literally, I'm the definition of I've been through it all. If people tell you demons ain't real, they lying to you. Because I know I had something attached to me. Because the way I was acting, the way I just was showing up in the world was so bad, so ugly. I knew it couldn't have just been me by myself. It was times I wanted to stop. Like I was in the streets heavy. Like I'm outside kicking it 24. That's all I wanted to do. Demon time. Drink, smoke, drinking and drugging and smoking and outside. Like literally 7 days a week like a job. Do you understand me? Talking about what? I'm gonna make something shake every day. Every day I went outside, bro, and I was fly as hell when I went out there too. I'm not gonna cap to you. I went and got a new damn near every day, a new outfit, and all of that just to kick it and be in the streets and just was throwing my life away. You know what I'm saying? Was throwing it away. And one day I woke the fuck up, about 2023, when I got with my ex, and he woke me straight the fuck on up. Okay. God sent him to wake me up. He sent him to me to make me go within myself. He said, is you going to keep dealing with shit like this, or is you going to learn how to love yourself? And guess what I said? Not this time. I'm going to learn how to love myself this time. I done had enough. So I had enough. And I started 2023. It's 2026. It only been 3 years. That's when I literally got deep into my spiritual path and like I started learning what I was actually going through. I started learning what a karmic cycle was. I started learning what Dark Night of the Soul was and all of these things. And y'all wouldn't even believe how much I learned in 3 years. Like, man. And then when you think you learned, you ain't learned shit because it's so much more to know, to grow, to understand, to gain wisdom on. But I want to read this card because it just literally means so much to me, because it means that my babies see, not because I told them, because they see with their own eyes that I've grown. So it say, first of all, she's so creative. Okay, she's so creative because she couldn't find no crayons because the kids done broke them all up. So she used ribbons. And no, I am a heterosexual, but I just like that she used all the colors. Not trying to be funny, nothing against the LBGTQ, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because every time somebody see rainbows, now they think, they get to thinking with their own brain, whatever they think you are. Even though I don't care, I really don't care. But I'm just putting it out there. So for Carol, the pop, I'm trying to see that. For Carol, the pop of color, colorful and bright. This is how she feel when she think of me. Okay? That just in itself is beautiful. For your child to think of you as colorful and bright. That's so raw. Do you all understand how raw that is? I love my daughter down. Okay? It says, colorful and bright, you light up every room you walk in with your colorful spirit. You've shown us what it means to love, and like a butterfly, you have changed into something beautiful, leaving the past as a caterpillar behind, and we couldn't be more proud. Every time I'm down, my frown is turned upside down by your infectious nature. So I will never forget to tell you how much you mean. You are bright in many ways. You show hold on, my bad. You bright in many ways. You show with kindness, and your brain is full of knowledge and great ideas. You are a mother, a baker, a designer, a creator, and overall, you are not defined by one title. Happy Mother's Day to a variety of person, every version just as beautiful as the other. I am grateful to call you my mother. I love you. Everything about this card was everything to me. First of all, she made it. The words, though, the words, y'all, the words. My daughter know I love butterflies so bad. Like, you see my butterfly in the back. I love butterflies. So the fact that she used the caterpillar, and the fact that she used that I turned into a butterfly, she know that I said if I could be anything in the world, if I wasn't a human, I'd be a butterfly. I don't care how long they live or die or whatever, but it's just a beautiful experience. Just thinking of a butterfly, how they be a caterpillar, just crawling, and they go in a cocoon like I did, and they grow and they learn and they evolve and they change and they come out more beautiful than when they went in. It's just a beautiful thing. So I wanted to share this poem because I love my daughter down for this. And that's just that on that. Okay? And I just wanted to share that because the part that she said, you've shown us what it means to love, and like a butterfly, you have changed into something beautiful, leaving the past as a caterpillar behind, and we can't be more proud because they know what we went through. And my kids got it the most because they with me. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was wondering what my message was going to be today, and I'm going to get into it, and then I do some cards. But my message today is going to be about this. So, like, when I was going through that karmic cycle, I mentally wasn't showing up as a parent. Like, this is the bottom line. This is real shit. I'm going to tell y'all some real ass shit and be very vulnerable. Because you're going to get a lot of backlash and you're going to have a lot of people talking about you. But I'm telling my story because there might be another mother out there going through this same thing and scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for help. If you ask for help, you are strong. And the only thing I can always bring up, God bless them little baby soul, is if you know about the story in Ohio where the two little baby girls was put in the suitcases across the street from where their mama lived because she had a mental breakdown. And the mental breakdown resulted in two babies in a suitcase. Do you understand me? And I refuse to harm my children. So I'm putting this out there. If you're going through it mentally, please don't be afraid to ask. Reach out for help wherever you can. Like at the end of the day, you come across this YouTube, and you see my face, write it in the comments, write it wherever. I didn't leave it on here, but I'm going to leave it on here, my Instagram and my Facebook. Reach out. I will help you find help. I will help you in helping you, period, and helping you find help and resources. Whatever I can do, because at the end of the day, we all need help. We need to go back to them times when there was a village and it wasn't feeling like you just had to do it all alone, and just like you was embarrassed because you might be dealing with mental things and people make you feel like, oh, you crazy, or oh, look at it. And let me tell you, and when I get in these messages, it go around because it be so many different things. But it's always a catch-22 for people who need help mentally or just emotionally. Sometimes you think that, like, mental health is real. But what I'm saying is, a lot of stuff that you experience mentally is because emotional baggage. It's not because it's just mental health taking over you. It's emotional baggage that you keep carrying that's taking over your mental health. This is why it's important to unpack all that emotional baggage and release it, so then your mind can release it and you can have mental clarity. And I learned this from my cycle, okay, from my karmic cycle and from coming out of my karmic cycle, okay, when I transform. So it's always a catch-22, because let me tell you what people gonna do. And this is how I feel, because I know that I got really judged. The few people that know my story and know what I went through when I was going through my mental breakdown and things like that, whether they said or not, one thing about me, I'm very intuitive. So even if your mouth ain't said, your body language did. So I know exactly how you feel about me, whether you say it or not. And people gonna always fucking judge you. Remember that. They gonna always judge you, even though they don't got the right to. Even though they fucking shit ain't clean. Even though they got a list of skeletons and secrets in their closet, they're still gonna feel like they got the right to judge you, and they ain't God. But so people gonna judge you about the choices you make. So people be like, why would she do that to them babies and da-da-da-da? But if she reach out and say, hey, listen, I'm going through it. I need help with these kids. Can y'all get the kids for a little bit? Oh, this bitch ain't shit. She can't even be a mother. She done gave her kids up talking about some, she can't do it and this and this and that and that and that and that and that. And then it's always people that got a lot of help that judge you. Even though they be like, I do it by myself. No, you don't. You got sisters and cousins and aunties and grandmas and motherfuckers that show up quick for you. You feel me? You got people that you can do it with. You got sisters and people you can reach out to and say, oh, I can't do it right now. And y'all can do it for each other and shit like that. Some people literally have nobody. They don't. They don't got nobody to reach out to. So they got to get help wherever they can. So they try to reach out, and then they get, what's that word? Damn, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. But it's like, they get beat down for asking for help. And then if they don't ask for help and then something bad happens, they get beat down for that. You can't do that. You got to pick a side. Don't beat me down when I ask for help. And then when I don't ask for help, you beat me down too. You got to pick a fucking side. You going to beat me down for both? So if I ask for help, I'm wrong. And if I don't ask for help, I'm wrong too. Pick your side, bruh. And that's what people would do to you, because that's what I felt like was done to me. But you think I gave a fuck? No. I knew as a mother, the strongest thing I could have ever did was ask for help. I went to my people. I'm mentally gone. I can't do it right now. You hear what I'm saying? I can't do it right now. And I could have been one of the mothers to be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to be judged by people saying I wasn't there for my kids. So, no, I'm going to just keep my kids. Y'all can go. Hell no, no. I'm not dragging my kids through no mud. I'm not dragging my kids through me being mentally unstable and unavailable, emotionally unstable and unavailable to them. No, I did not. So guess what I did? I went to my mom. I said, I can't do it. I'm gone. My mother talked to my uncle, her brother, about my boys, because mind you, I got 4 boys, 1 girl. So my uncle was going to take all 4 of the boys, but the baby, my baby boy at the time, he was a baby and he was so attached to me. He said, he not going, he not staying. So he didn't go with my uncle. My 3 boys moved to New Jersey with my uncle for almost a year, about a year and some change. And my daughter, she was with my mom and her dad. She was back and forth between my mom and her dad. And my baby boy, he went to stay with my sister. And this ain't my blood sister. It's my brother's child's mother. But that's my sister. I don't give a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, I don't mean to say it, and like she the most I had in a big sister. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I have big sister on my daddy's side, and I'm close to them, and but it's different. Not trying to be funny. I don't look at them no different. Like, because our parents is not the same. We share the same dad, but not the same mom. I don't look at it no different. I don't look at my siblings as half siblings. Them my siblings. Period. It ain't no half nothing for me. But they older than me too by a lot of years. So like, we wasn't super close because when I was like a teenager, they was like grown already. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't that close. But my brother, baby mama, my brother's child's mother, I'm sorry, she was real close to me growing up. Like, I met her when I was like about freaking 12, 11, 12. She hadn't been in my life since then till now. You know what I'm saying? And she always treated me like I was her real little sister. Did my hair, bought me clothes, bought me shoes, bought me food. She did anything for me. Take me places, everything. Like, literally everything for me, like a real big sister. Like, she literally did a lot of shit for me. Like, always was there, talk to me. That's my dog. And we done been through some shit, but that's still my dog. Like, period. I live in reality for what it is. But my baby boy, he went with her because when he was like 2 months, she fell in love with him. Soon as she met him, she fell in love with him. And so, like, she was the only person, before I went through my little mental breakdown, she was the only person that I would allow to babysit him, because I'm not one to send my kids everywhere. I don't give a fuck what I got going on. One thing I won't let nobody beat me up about as a mother, I don't give a fuck where I'm at mentally. I always give a damn what's going on with my kids. What's up with my kids? How this for that for my kids. I've been through some shit. I was molested when I was younger. I'm speaking the truth right now for people that don't understand this shit. So I was molested when I was younger, and I was like, I'll be damned. I put my all into that. I'd be damned if somebody molested my goddamn babies. So, I never was one to have like a lot of men in and out my house around my kids. Fuck no, hell no. Because I got a daughter and I got sons. And these niggas these days, they are rape girls, boys. They don't give a fuck. So, I was real strict about where my kids go and who they be around. So, like, she was the only person that I let babysit my baby when he was a baby. So, like, when I had shit to do, or sometimes I ain't even have nothing to do, she just wanted them. She'll call me on the weekends. Can I get the baby? Of course. So he already was attached to my sister. He already knew her. That's his TT. So, like, he used to be excited to go with her. So when I was going through that, I asked her. Really, she asked me. She asked me first, and I said no, I wasn't ready then. And then I went back and I said, okay, now since I'm ready, I know I can't. Can you get him? And she got my baby. And like, now my son, so like, I went through that little cycle for about 3 years. Now my son, he 5. And so, like, he go between me and my sister because he is attached to my sister. But my sister always, he called her TT. He never called her mommy or none of that stuff like that. She always made sure that he knew what he needed to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We always FaceTime when I didn't get him, or like when I wasn't seeing him, because it was periods of times throughout that time that mentally I checked out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I wasn't seeing him like I should have been seeing him. You know what I'm saying? And she made sure that he knew who the hell I was, and his siblings and everything. She did a great job as stepping in to help me with my son. And so, like, right now, he stayed between us both because he ain't fully, like, ready yet. And I'm okay with that because he is attached to my sister, because that's who been there when I couldn't show up. And so I don't take it as like, oh, she tried to take no. She did me a favor. And I'm thankful to God that he blessed her heart to help me with my son. You feel me? So for those out there that got this type of situation and you scared to speak on it, no, it's okay that you got help and that you might be working on a situation where you got to relearn and regrow a relationship with your kids because you had to make better sacrifice for their overall good. Don't let nobody tell you that was wrong because can't nobody tell me shit. I know that me asking for help for my babies was the best and strongest thing I ever did as a mother versus drag them in the street versus leave them at home by themselves and they hungry and they don't got the things that they need. All of the things. I wasn't doing that. But in a period, I kind of did do that too. I got to tell y'all the truth. So like at the end of the day, that's when I knew that it's time to ask for help because not leaving them at home hungry, that's one thing I never did. But I did leave them with my daughter and it was stressing her out because she was young. And it's like, I ain't got no damn kids. I can't raise no kids. I'm a kid my damn self. And so it was just like, it was so much on them mentally. So I had to figure it out. I'm like, no, I got to go get help. And I did. And so that's how we come to this poem. My baby, she the oldest. So even more than her brothers, she went through this whole thing with me. And when I say I love my daughter down because she never gave up on me. She never gave up on me. Even when she had people in her ear trying to tell her that I didn't love her or like, all of the things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say names or nothing, but she had people trying to get her to turn on me. But she know. No matter what, me and my daughter was like this through everything. She made me a mother. We raised each other. Like, I grew up with her. Like, you feel me, basically. I got pregnant with her when I was 18, had her when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? I'm 19 years older than my daughter. You feel me? I'm 36, she's 17, she about to be 18. So at the end of the day, I'm about to be 37. I can't make this shit up. That's my rolling. So even when people wanted her to give up on me, she didn't. She always believed in me that I would get better and I would be better and we would be back like we was. And that in itself is the drive, that the driving force that made me like, hell no, you got to get this shit together because you got babies and they love you. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up for them babies. If you don't show up for nothing else, I don't owe nobody in this fucking world nothing but the 5 kids that I had. And that's what I know. Don't get me wrong. I want to be I'm in service. I'm going to always show up for others. You feel me? Because that's just my heart. That's my nature. But my main thing is the only people I owe something in this world for real is the 5 that I laid down and had because they didn't ask to be here. And that's that on that. But I only told this story because I know for a fact that it's another mother or a father that experienced these things that I've been through and might be scared to tell their story or might be scared to ask for help. Ask for help. Even speaking for the fathers, because a lot of these channels, a lot of these people, they one-sided. You speak for the mom, but not the dad. You speak for the women and not the men, or you speak for the men and not the women. I speak for both because I understand both. Do you understand? I speak for the men that want to be a father and can't because the type of child's mother they have. These are the things I want to be in service for. I want to be in service to help that father that really want to be a father, but he got a child's mother that ain't allowing him to. Because kids need their father as much as they need their mother. That's the reason why I feel like no shade against the LGBTQ. At the end of the day, live your truth. Live your best life. Life can only meet you where you meet it. So you got to live your truth. I don't expect you to go around and not speak your truth if you like same sex. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this not in no way of trying to like down y'all or none of that. But I feel like that's the reason that God made it a mother and a father and a child needing both. Because even a child in the home with 2 dads or 2 moms, they're going to be loved, but they can't show them that balance. A mother and a father create this love in a balanced way if they have both parents showing up. Like me and my daughter's father. We came a long way trying to learn how to be good parents to our daughter when we have separate lives, but now we do great co-parenting. Like when I say I couldn't ask for a better father for my daughter, like the way we co-parent is so like A1. Like it wasn't A1 from day one. I'm not about to say that because we came a long way because we both, we had to grow up. We both had childish ways and, resentment for, past things that we had been through when we was in a relationship and shit like that. Not saying that like he was like, he was mad at me about nothing. I'm trying to say it like because at the end of the day, bottom line, my baby father, he's engaged, he has a fiance, so I don't ever want it to seem like no weird, nothing was going on. But it was just to say that we had came from a hard patch from when we went through what we went through, you know what I'm saying? And then trying to co-parent. And now he has, at this time, it wasn't his fiance, it was his girlfriend, but he got a girlfriend now. And I'm feeling that type of way because of things that happened that I felt like, my daughter was shorted on. So it just to come from all of that and be where we at right now, I can't thank God enough. Like, do you understand me? Like, God blessed me in so many ways that I didn't even see when I was so mentally drained and I didn't have the clarity. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't have picked a better father for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we came a long way. And I just feel like every child needs their mother, just like they need their father. And they need their father like they need their mother. It's not one more than the other. So like when people say, oh, girls need their mothers more, boys need their fathers more. No, they need them exactly the same. You know why? Because guess what? That's the balance in them. A woman needs to know how a man should show up. And she knows that from the way her dad show up and love her. Just like if her dad show up and love her in a broken way, she's going to be attracted to broken men. Just like a mother show up in a son's life and she's a promiscuous Jezebel type of mother, that's the type of women he's going to be attracted to. And then he's going to have no respect for women because he got no respect for his mother. That's why it's so important that we show up for our babies in the healthiest light that we can because it affects their adult life. So that's why I say if you need help, get help. Because I'd rather tell my kids, yes, I had to send you all away for a little while so I can get myself together. But now I'm back and I'm better. And I always told my kids, apologies come with changed behavior. I'm not going to apologize to you and keep doing the same thing. If I apologize, it come with changed behavior. So don't allow somebody to tell you that they apologize for something they do to you and then they do it again. It's not a solid apology. Okay? Apologies come with changed behavior. If I tell you something bothered you or something hurt you that I did, and I come to you and I say, I apologize, it won't ever happen again. I'm going to do my best in everything in me to make sure it don't ever happen again. But for me to tell you I apologize and then turn around and do it again just to see if I can get away with it or something like that's not real. That's not solid. Okay? So this is how we need to start showing up as parents. And at the end of the day, it don't come easy and it don't come overnight. Being a parent don't come with a handbook for nobody. You learn from what your parents did and what you didn't like that your parents did. And then you learn from yourself as it happened. You can learn as you go. It's no way to have it all figured out before you have a baby. Like literally. Because it's new. It's like anything else. It's like a new journey, a new beginning. You have to learn as you go. This is life. This is how life is. You have to learn as you go. As experience come up, you have to learn how to navigate that experience. You don't know until you go through it. That's why it's like learning to not be afraid of the unknown. You got to go into the unknown because the only way you can navigate the unknown is to go through it. You only know an experience once you had it. And most experiences, you don't know them before you have them. You got to have the experience to get the wisdom to know what it is to go through that experience. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say if you been in any of these type of situations or going through this type of situation, don't hesitate to ask for help. I don't give a damn what time Dick and Harry and Heather and Beth and Amber and Ashley and Janae and Shanae and them said. Ask for help because it will do you some justice versus you dragging them kids down mentally, emotionally, and physically, and you doing something that take you away from your kids for the rest of your life, or the kids lose their life or anything like that. Ask for help, because I did, and I think it was the best thing I could have ever did. And no, I never lost my kids to the state or none of that. That was the whole reason why I put my family that I could trust into play, because I wasn't willing to do that. I wasn't willing to give my kids to no state or them ended up in no foster home. Them motherfuckers ain't no better. They rapers. The fucking kids begin sex trafficked in the what the fuck? I don't care. I'm gonna speak the truth. I know what I know, and can't nobody tell me nothing else. In the what's that foster care in the system? Some of them kids getting sex trafficked. They getting molested, they getting harmed, and these dumb ass people is sending these kids to these foster homes with these weird ass motherfuckers, knowing the shit that they do. Just like them kids that was in foster home and ended up in the cages with locks on them and shit like that. These people don't be caring about doing foster care for real. They want that money. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, that's all they care about is the money. It ain't never really coming from a place of love. It's some people who really like can't have kids and stuff like that, and they adopt and foster out of love. Adoption more so out of love. I will hope ain't nobody adopting a baby just to molest them or like abuse them. That's really sick. But with foster care, a lot of these people ain't doing it out of love. They doing it for the check. When you doing something out of love, that's the least of your worries is some goddamn money. Yeah, we need money to take care of kids, but you got to understand that God know overall what we all need. Not what you want, but what you need. So at the end of the day, you think that it ain't going to be a way made when you going out your way to save a child? That's the blessing in itself. Do it with no expectations. That's what's the problem in the world. Everything people do, they expect something back. Do it from a place of not expecting anything. Just do it because you just got the heart. You just got the love to share. And it's gonna come back tenfold anyway. But it gonna come back even bigger when you ain't expect nothing from it. And I'm only telling you things that I've been through. I'm learning how to not expect nothing back. Everything I go through, I'm telling y'all at the time I'm going through it and learning it. Like at the end of the day, I always been a lover and a giver. But a lot of times you get caught up in life loving and giving because you expecting somebody to love and give it back. And all the time, it ain't going to come back how you give it. So you got to give it with no expectations. You know what? I'm going to give love and I'm going to show love and I'm going to share love because that's just what I want to do at heart. I'm not looking for how it's coming back. Don't even care if it ever come back. Just know I'm doing it out the kindness of my heart because I'm a lover and I'm a giver. And that's how I show up. And that got to be the energy. You feel me? So I hope this resonates with whoever click on this intentional message right here, okay? This is timeless. I don't care if you see it today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 10 years from now. It's going to resonate with whoever it need to resonate with. Do you understand me? Because this is serious. These are the things that people really don't talk about. They don't go in depth and talk about that shit that people don't want you to know. That's something people will say, well, why is she telling her? No, this is a testimony. This ain't my business. It's our business. For all the people that been through what I've been through or mentally feel like they done checked out and they need to hear somebody say, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to understand that you don't have the wherewithal to do it and you need assistance. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different because I won't make this up. The best thing I ever did in my life as a parent was get help when I knew I needed it. That's strong. That's not a weakness. Don't let a motherfucker tell you who got a baby father in the house helping them, who got family they can call on, who got resources, tell you that you wrong for getting help. Because it's the people that got all the help that'll tell you, oh, why would you send your kid to stay with somebody else? Why would you be in my business when you don't know what I'm going through and you can't walk a mile off in these bitches? Do you understand me? You can't walk a mile off in my shoes if God put them on you. And that's the truth. And God know that. I ain't making it up, and I ain't saying that in a disrespectful way to God. If God put certain shoes on certain people, he know they couldn't walk a mile off in them. That's why it ain't their life. Do you understand? Because he know they wouldn't have the wherewithal to do what you do. That's why every individual is so important to the world, because we all walked a different path in our shoes. Yes, we might have went through similar things, but it was all different. The way it hit each person, it was different. The way that affected my life was different from how it affected your life. But you still need to know my story just in case you're going through it and you ain't sitting there soaking in it and going through it by yourself when you don't have to. You can get help. There is help. And I'm going to be one to make sure that it's help. I'm going to figure out a way to start some type of something where I can help people in need with going through mental things when they have children. Because this is serious. And it's something that I've been through. And I don't want to see a mother lose her life or her children because mentally she can't do it and she don't have nobody to show up and help. And all you got is people laughing, talking about you behind your back to other people about whatever you got going on with your kids. And the crazy part, I'm going to tell y'all, the craziest part that gets me is that people will sit there and talk about you like a fucking dog about whatever it is you're going through, but ain't helped you one bit. Ain't tried to help one bit. And I ain't talking about by just talking to somebody. What action have you took to help somebody? Oh, it's motherfuckers that'll call you every Friday and ask you, do you want to go to the club? And you would say, well, I don't really got it to go. Well, you got, and I hate it when I'm going to say it in a nice way. You got females, B words, because that's what they is, that'll help you quick to go get dressed, to go outside, to be their protege, but won't help you when you say, I'm mentally drained with these kids. Or how about these bitches that say, and I'm sorry I gotta say bitches because this is how I feel. These bitches that say they're your friends, but you can only call them when it's about kicking it and going out and niggas and this and that. But you in your heart know, this ain't the friend that I can call and say, I'm mentally going through it. I need help with my kids. I don't know where to turn. I feel like I'm having a nervous breakdown. It's sad because I was in this cycle. I'm telling y'all, it is sad because you have a host of people around you and you feel so alone. It's sad to say that you got friends that you call friends, but you know that certain conversations ain't to be had with these people because they would not show up in the way that you need them to, or they would make fun of you, or they would be going to tell somebody else all the shit you just told them about what you're going through with your kids, and they'd be over there hee-hee-ha and laughing and googly with other females about you. That's sick, right? And this is the life that I had to live. I had a lot of people who said, I'm your friend. But I knew in my heart of heart that they weren't my real friend. But because I wanted love or to be accepted so bad, I stuck around for years and years and years around people that I knew weren't really my friend. Because if you was my friend, I could talk to you about any and everything and I wouldn't feel like you're going to judge me. Or you gonna water me down, or you gonna beat me down about what I'm telling you. I knew that I had certain friends I couldn't talk to about what's going on with me and my kids, or what's going on in this part of my life, or this aspect of my life. I know you only want to know if I'm kicking it tonight. I didn't have too many friends at that time when I was in that karmic cycle, when I was having the mental breakdowns, when I couldn't see clearly, when I was living under illusions and confusion and all the shit that I was going through. It just made me feel it. I didn't have real friends that I could talk to about the real things. You feel me? And even the fake friends that said that they was real, that do know my story, they tried to act as if, oh, I get it, I understand, but you can understand this. I know that at that time they was judging me because I've decided to let my kids go with my people. Oh, she out here and she just living her life while her kids with somebody else. And yes, I was, because I mentally had to come back home to myself. I had a demon attachment to me. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like I told my daughter, it'll be times I'll be sitting and I'll be like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home, y'all. I swear to God, my feet, it would feel like an anchor was on my feet and I couldn't get up. And I wanted to get up, but I couldn't get up and go home. Like, I can't make this shit up. It's so deep. This story is so deep because I know that I'm not the only one that felt this shit. And I knew it was a demon attached to me, bruh. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing else because I knew that I could not control myself. This is the truth. One day, I'm going to tell y'all this little part. So at the time, when I first, really had this little breakdown, when it started, I was living in Cleveland, Ohio, on West 28th in Detroit, in these little mini projects or whatever. Boom. And I had been running like 30 days strong, y'all. I can't make this shit up. And I decided to go home, right? The kids wasn't there. They was already gone with my mom. They was being gone, like, with my people and stuff. So, I go home. At this day, it was the kids gone. I believe the kids was gone. They might have been there. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I can't remember. But they'd be gone, like, some weekends and stuff. But, so I go to my house. And I put the key in my door. And I can't make this up, y'all. My whole body jerked, like, and I felt something like come into my body, like come in. And I feel like it was my own spirit going back into my body. I cannot make this shit up. And my daughter will tell you, I've been telling the same story the same way every time because I cannot make this shit up. It was like my own spirit had connected back to my body. And when I opened, like I was literally in an illusion. When I opened the door to my house, I'm just looking around and I'm just like, this cannot be my life. My house looked destroyed. I don't know where my mom was at. My house was destroyed. Shit was everywhere. And I just started crying. And I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, I can't do it. I gotta get out of here. Because I was living down there in them projects. And it's easy when you get in them little projects. They know what they doing with these little projects. I ain't gonna hold y'all either. They created these little projects, these little low income housing little areas that's gated in and look like a fucking jail without the barbed wire because it's modern jail. It's modern jail for the people who haven't committed serious crimes. I'm going to say it like that. It's a modern jail for people who haven't committed serious crimes because it's so low vibrational. They got y'all all in. Y'all be in your own illusion. People that live in smaller projects that barely leave them, they got stores and everything you need in the one-stop shop so you ain't got to go nowhere else. Bruh, that is a motherfucking illusion that the higher-ups who created low-income housing and all of that shit created to keep us bogged down. Y'all need to know this shit. Do you understand me? Because it looked like a fucking jail without the barbed wire. They put y'all in these places so y'all can go against each other, be fighting and beefing over what? A street name? Is you fucking serious? A street name? Guess what? Half of our black men and women then died and lost their life, never coming back for a street that's still standing, for a street name that's still standing, for a community claiming billions of more lives that they done took because of a street name, or you from up there and I'm from down here. Is y'all serious? That's what they created for us, and we fell into the trap. So, mind you, I didn't grow up. I lived in, like, when I told y'all the story about when I got lost with my brothers, we lived in low income housing. When I was 2, we moved in low income housing. My mama said, in 3 years, I'm going to have y'all out of there and we won't never come back. And when I say to this day, it's certain shit with my mother. Like, we done been through, we got our thing, that we, have to heal through our relationship. But when I say my mother, when she stand on business, she stand on motherfucking business. She said 3 years to the motherfucking date we was gone. And we never stayed in a low income project based place ever again while I was a kid. Like, literally. Nothing but nice houses in nice areas. She tried to give us better. Like, literally. I can't take that from her. So, I'm saying that to say that type of environment will take a toll on your life because they wake up, eat shit, and sleep. Partying, drinking, drugging. That's it. And I wasn't used to it. And I got too excited, I would say. And I dove in like a deep dive. Right into hell. Hell. At that time, it would seem like a fun hell. But it was hell that you didn't realize was hell. Because you thought you was having so much fun that you didn't realize you was in pure hell. Because that's where I was at. I called my mama crying. I said, "Ma, I gotta get out of here. If I don't change my environment, it's gonna be over for me." I knew that I needed to leave that environment. I was there for 9 years. 9. Can you believe that? And it's people that have been there 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years in the same low income place. Never stacked, never saved, never got out. I'm thankful to God that I got out. Because that was my hell on earth, okay? But that was the hell and the fire up under my ass that got me to where I'm at right now. Because if I didn't go through all them trials and tribulations, well, what came with living in that low vibrational environment, I couldn't be this version of me. Living down there taught me so much. Since I left them low income projects, baby, I done made friends in the world, but what I'm saying is, where I live, don't shit where you live. I ain't got a friend where I live now. One. And it's a male. And me and him just got cool. I don't even know how we got cool. We got cool. That's my guy. We look out for each other. And that's it. Like, period. At the end of the day, I don't have a friends where I live. Ever since I left West 28th Projects, nowhere that I went and moved, and I done had hella houses since I left there. I lived in Cleveland Heights. I lived in Superior area. I lived wherever, all the places that I lived. Not one time did I make friends. If I didn't learn shit, I learned. You don't need to make friends everywhere you go. And you got to be discerning about the company you fucking keep. Do you hear me? I ain't trying to be funny or put them down, put that area down. But it taught me a lot that built my character now. It taught me a lot of what I didn't want. And I can't help that. And anybody that feel offended by this message, I don't give a fuck. Because you, and I'm me. At the end of the day, that scenario of my life showed me exactly what the fuck I don't want for my life. What I didn't want to do for the rest of my life. What I didn't want to have for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm thankful for that experience, because if I didn't have to navigate that experience, I couldn't be this version of me. The version that I'm creating. The version that I love unconditionally at every turn. That love the old me that brought me to the new me. And the only way I could be this me is to go through what I went through in them experiences. And I'm forever grateful for all of them. All the people that hurt me, all of the things that I've been through in life, all the narcissistic people that I attracted. I'm not mad at them. Guess what? I love them deep in my heart and I wish them the best. I just can't deal with them no more. I just can't be attached to you. I wish you the best up over there. I pray that you heal and understand what mental clarity feel like. Because you can't get mental clarity with the devil. I'm not going to hold you. Mental clarity and peace is only from the Most High. I can't make this up. It's the truth. So, because God is the what? The truth, the way, and the life. That's a fact. And it ain't nothing in this life that you think you're going to get and have sustainable if you don't believe in God. I promise you. I promise you. Try your luck. Test your luck. Test your own luck. It ain't going to last long if God ain't at the center. This life is spiritual, baby. This life is spiritual, baby. You got to jump on board. I created my relationship with God, not nobody else. Yes, I was afraid in the beginning. But now I talk to God like I sit here and talk to y'all. Clearly about everything. Soon as somebody come in my life, God, what's this person's intention? I go to God for everything first. Because I know what I know and I know. And I know if God didn't pick me up in that season, I don't know where I'd be. Because in that season, I was so mentally broken. I wasn't seeing eye to eye with nobody. Me and my mama was at odds. I wouldn't say me and my daddy was at odds, but I just don't talk to my daddy about like all of them things that I go through in my personal life. I'm more my mother. I'm going to talk to my mother about everything. Even though we have been through our shit. That's who I'm going to go to because that's who I'm used to going to. I don't talk to about personal stuff to my dad. So, I couldn't go to my dad. All of the friends that I thought I had, they really wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? In that season, I was alone for a reason to learn this version. To know that I needed to clear out all these people, places, and things and learn who I am, discover who I am at heart, love myself so I can create this version right here. It took all of that. In that season, I was alone. I had nobody but God, baby. God picked me up like a newborn baby, and put me in his arms like this and cradled me and nursed me back to health. You hear me? And I can't tell you nothing else because that's the freaking truth. And I ain't saying it to make you that. I ain't making you do anything. You got free will. God don't beg for you to know him, but it is an option. God ain't gonna chase you. Period. He not gonna force you. Period. That's the devil. God gonna say, baby, listen. Confirmation. God gonna say, baby, listen. I'm here whenever you ready. God ain't waiting on you. God ain't waiting. Yeah, God ain't waiting on you. He waited. You ain't waiting on God. God is waiting on you, is what I'm trying to say. You're not waiting on God. Don't say, oh, I'm waiting on God. No, God waiting on you, baby. Because God always ready. God always there. Ask and you shall receive. I can't make it up. I can only tell you what I've been through. Not what I'm telling you to sound good. Not what I can. No, this is what I lived. I'm living proof that ask and you shall receive. Start that relationship with God. Go talk to God. Tell God you need his help. I guarantee you. Let me tell you how I got on the path. I don't even know if I told this story. Before I told all that, I should have told you all this. When I was going through, I was in a relationship with my ex. This was in 2023. This is how I literally got on my spiritual path. I'm going to put this out there. This one long, and I don't give a damn because this is necessary. How I even got on this spiritual path, let me tell you. I was with my ex. Everything was going bad. Do you hear me? So, first, my house burnt down. Burnt up 3 times, y'all. The fire went out. Burnt up again. Fire went out, burnt up again, to the point that you had the bulldozer. You couldn't even see nothing in the house. No staircase, no stove, no refrigerator. The stove and the refrigerator was burnt to the wall. Like, literally. Crazy work. Y'all, I'm going to go back and tell y'all the deep story, but just to tell y'all this. This is how I got on my path. So now, I told y'all I have Section 8, so I was looking for a house. They give you like 3 to 6 months, but I think 6 months is the highest you got to look for a house. So I'm looking for a house. Every house, I done submitted 10 houses. 10. They done turned down every house. So I'm just losing my mind. I'm crying. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I can't not have a house. I got babies. And I'm trying to get my babies all back in one house. I need a house. So at this time, 3 of my kids was living with my mom. And my baby boy was at my sister's. And my oldest boy was at his aunt's. So I'm trying to get a house. Now I'm back and forth between my dude, which was my ex, between him and being with my kids. So now one day I'm at work and he called me. He said, "Nay, you'll never believe this." I said, "What?" "We got a 10-day notice on the house." Now his mama owned her house and got a 10-day notice on the house. Guess what happened, y'all? Somebody went to the bank, paid the taxes on his mama's house, and bought her house right from under her. And then came and knocked at her door and told her, "You got 10 days to move out because this is my house now." So, and then I'm going to go back and tell y'all this story again so y'all can understand the underlining of what happened. Because I literally told this man that all of this stuff could happen right before this shit happened. But I'm going to go back and tell y'all that. I just want to tell y'all how I got on my spiritual path real quick. So that happened. So now he ain't got no place. He going to stay at his aunt's in Garfield. First he went to stay with a friend of their family that was like a sister. And I was staying back and forth over there with him. But then that wasn't working out. And I'm telling him, like, I ain't about to be over here, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just being some weird shit with that. So he went to stay at his aunt's. And I'm back at my mom's. And then we'd spend the night with each other. Well, he ain't spending the night at my mom's house, but I go spend the night at his auntie house with him, you know, some days when, you know, I have free time. So in the midst of me going through that, this day, I went to go see we staying at his sister house, the friend of the family that he look at like a sister. We staying at her house. So she got her car. My van was down. So I asked her to take me to go see this house. So I go see that this is the 11th house. I go see this house. This the 10th house or the 11th house? No, this the 10th house. So I go see this house. I'm like, okay, I could take this. I could deal with this just so I can get something, so I can get my babies and we can get in our own place. Section 8 turned it down. I'm crying. I'm just lost for words. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So in the midst of that, my phone ring. It's my oldest boy auntie. So she called me. So when she called me, I'm already upset. So like I'm talking and I'm saying something, and she like, "Nay, I feel like you saying that towards me," because I guess it sounded offensive. And I'm like, "No, it's not like that. I'm just going through a lot." It's like at the end of the day, I done went and I tried to get all these houses. Hold on one second, y'all. So that my baby, she on her way to school. You know, she a 12th grader, so she ain't have to go. She only doing her senior project. She done with school. But so I'm telling her, like, it's not you, Shirley. I'm just stressed. Like, I'm stressed the fuck out. I don't know what to do. My life is in shambles. I'm like, I literally try. Every day I get up, I go to work. I ain't been really doing nothing but saving money for my deposits so I can get a house for my babies. And I can't get a house for shit. So I'm crying and stuff. So Shirley said, "Nay." I said, "What?" She said, "This is what you got to do. You got to go to God." I never forget. I would never forget this story. And I'm always going to shout her out, because if it wasn't for, no, and I'm going to say this. If it wasn't for her opening that door to give me that message that God told her to give me, I could have been not on my spiritual path longer. I could have been in the karmic cycle longer. You get what I'm saying? But she said, "Nay, You got to go to God, baby. She said, when you get some time tonight, get by yourself and you go to God and you ask God, you say, God, what is it you need me to do? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to release that I'm not seeing that I need to release so that I can get what I need? Because you know that I got these babies. I'm trying to get in this house. God, what is it? Go to God. This is what she told me. I can't make this up, y'all. I will forever love her for that message. So that night, wait, hold on. We wasn't staying at the sister house yet. We had made plans to go live at the sister house, but we was still at his mom house because we was packing it up. Because we had a few days to pack it up, and then we was gonna go stay at the sister's. Because I remember we was at his house when I did this. So he stayed up in the attic. So he had a bedroom in the living room. So he had the living room set up with a section on, TV and all that. And then the room, it had a TV in there too, but the bed and stuff was in there. So at night, when it got a little late, he was in the bed. He was in the bed. And I was in the bed with him. But I was just trying to make sure he'd fall asleep because I needed to do this by myself. So he fell asleep. And I got out the bed. Because I smoked weed at the time. So, I've been clean for, it ain't been long. I used to, I was a junkie for weed. I ain't gonna hold you. But lately, I just took a break, and it's about to be coming up on weed, far as weed, it's about to be about almost a month. And that's good for me because I was just smoker. But now I understand that I could do it in minimums. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid of nothing I do. I ain't got to hide shit from myself. I'm a grown-ass woman. I can do whatever I want to do. But I just felt like I needed to take a break from everything and just be clean and just have a clean mental space. You feel me? So, anywho, so I'm like, I knew he was going to ask me why I was getting out of bed because, mind you, I ain't telling you all the deep story, but he was a narcissist, possessive, all the things. So I'm like, I'm about to go smoke. So I go in the next room, and of course I roll up, I smoke, and then I say, I gotta do this. So I go to God, and mind you, people say you smoke, they go to God. Listen, God know everything on your heart. You cannot lie to the Holy Spirit of God like He already know. So it's like I gotta be myself. To this day, this is how I got my relationship with God, being myself. God know who I am. I ain't gotta hide. You think I give a fuck what y'all think? Long as God know who my true self is, y'all caring what another human think is the least of my goddamn worries. I ain't gonna hold you. But not saying y'all as in the viewers. I'm saying humans. So at the end of the day, I go to God and I'm like, God, please show me what I'm doing wrong or what I need to release and why my life ain't coming together. And I'm going to tell you all the whole story another day. But let's just say instantly, ask and you shall receive. Instantly, the next morning, God showed me what I needed to know and why my life was going like it was. Because I was in a karmic relationship. God was not bringing me a house and all of the things because that man was not supposed to go with me and my children. Do you understand me? And that's the truth. And that's what woke me up into learning how to love myself. And that's a story for another day. But I'm going to just tell y'all, I used to look at these little tarot cards through the horoscope thing. And it would give you a tarot card of the day and it would explain it. And you know how a lot of people be like, oh, tarot is evil and that's witchcraft. No. Tarot is evil if you use it evil for evil. Tarot is not bad because it's tarot. Tarot can't tell you the future. Tarot can't tell you what the person look like, who you gonna marry, who you gonna be with. Only thing tarot can do is give you insight on choices and decisions coming up in your life. They could tell you when karmic people is in your energy and like go towards something better. That's what tarot can do. And I will for always love tarot, because if it wasn't for tarot, I would have never realized I was laying with the fucking devil. Do you understand me? This is the truth. So the tarot card, it was like 10 of them. I still got them saved on my device. It had to be like 8 or 10 of them. One said, you're in a karmic relationship, a karmic cycle, and this is not your end all be all. I can't make this shit up when I tell y'all the stuff that was on the cards, the way it was worded. It was like literally God speaking to me himself, telling me this is not it. This is just a cycle of your life that you needed to go through so you can awaken to who you really was. That's exactly what he said. That all of the 10 cards, or the 8 or 10 cards, bottom line, that was the overall energy. This is just a part of your life to build you so you can be who I sent you to be, literally. And when I realized it and I started working on myself and I started paying attention to who he was and how he was and how he was showing up, and I started, detaching, things start flowing for me. And that's how I got on my spiritual path. Because my sister, that's my sister too, my son's auntie, she came to me and said, go ask God, what are you doing wrong? What do I need to release, God? Why is this happening? I asked and I received, and I'm here. This virgin, the one that show up for herself, the one that love herself unconditionally and won't let a motherfucker mess up my peace. That's not an option. If you think you gonna teeter my peace, you gonna get cut. And I'm gonna act like I never knew you. I promise you. Can't make this shit up. And guess what? I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. And it ain't no hard feelings. But you're not gonna play with my peace because I'm not gonna let you. And that's the bottom line. Because I love myself too much. This season, my season. Me season. The season that I show up for me, and I pour all the love that I done gave and poured out into the world, into others, into myself, because I'm worthy, because I deserve it, because I deserve to receive love too and not just give it, because I deserve to love myself with hair, without hair, chunky, skinny, whatever. I love me just the way I am. And I don't give a damn what nobody thinks about me. Because if you spent as much time thinking about me as you do, if you spent all the time that you think about me, thinking about yourself, you could be getting somewhere in life. And that's the part that people don't want to admit. They spend so much time judging and talking down and degrading others. You could be spending that time to figure out who you is, because the reflection that you're talking about is a reflection of yourself. When you talk about people at that magnitude, it's something inside of you that's broken. That's a projection of some trait of yourself. When you talk bad about people, that is a projection of some trait that's broken inside yourself. And that's why I don't like the gossip. I'm not going to gossip. I don't want to be a gossip girl. I don't want to be with the girls gossiping about people. I don't care what people got going on in their life. The best thing you can ever do is focus on yourself. And life got to meet you where you at. So that's my message for the Path is You today. This was a strong message right here. And it's going to hit home for a lot of people that needed to hear it. So I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer because I had y'all in here. We're going to get our cards too now. So, and we're going to get our affirmation. And we gonna get the spirit message today. Yeah, we're gonna get a spirit message today. Okay, so first we're gonna get an inner peace card real quick because we always need some peace. And then I'm about to go take me a spiritual bath, okay? I got my flowers from Mother's Day. Let me show you. No flowers left behind, okay? I do not play. Look at this. This is all of my flowers from Mother's Day, and I'm about to use them to do my spiritual bath, okay? So I'm going to soak in that Mother's Day love, okay? Hello. That is the energy. Yes, sir. So, inner peace card for today, Holy Spirit. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Hello. And I just told my truth. Is that, man, come on. You see how my God show up for me? Baby, listen. And you will champion your truth like a motherfucker, okay? And rest on the seventh day. Sunday I rested. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. The truth piss you off, but it set your ass motherfucking free too. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, that ate. That ate. I think y'all need to hear this one too. There's better shit on the horizon. Give that shit up. It's better shit out here. Give that shit up. Get that old shit up. It get greater later, I promise you. I'm gonna be a living testimony. I'm gonna be proof that it get greater later, okay? The way y'all gonna see these channels go up, I'm telling you, because I'm on like a motherfucking light. Like a light. Like a light. Talk about shit today, y'all. So, let's get our high vibrational cord. Like a light. Shine bright like a diamond. Relationships or assignments. That is your high vibe card for today. Relationships or assignments. So when you get in a relationship, be it a platonic or romantic, ask God. Say, God, what is my assignment here? What is my assignment in this relationship? Ask and you shall receive. Ooh, they gave us a few. Okay. I clear my energetic field. I clear my energetic field. Manifesting is my superpower. We manifest all day, every day. That's why we got to cultivate our brain and make sure that we thinking of the highest good, because the reality that you living in right now is what you manifested. You don't want to believe it, but you did. Your thoughts, your actions, and the choices and decisions you made is why you live in the reality that you're living in, because you believed in it and it came as above, so below. As above, so below. As you think it, it happens. So you manifested your reality, because manifesting is your superpower. So if you manifested this and it ain't all that good, don't you think if you cultivate your brain a little bit, you can manifest something better, like your dream life? It's already yours. Believing is seeing. Believing is seeing for a lot of y'all. But for me, believing is knowing. For me, it's not believing, it's seeing. Believing is knowing. Because I walk by faith and not by sight. Because everything I see is not what it is. I need y'all to know that. You are a divine facet of the universe. Facet. You are a divine facet of the universe. Okay? You is a mobile extension of the universe. Because you can move. You are the universe in mobile form. Okay? Let's see what we got to be grateful for today. Ooh, not that many. Okay, I'm gonna take these two. Well, I ain't been outside yet, so I ain't gonna take this one. What is something in your home that brings you comfort? My room. Everything about my room bring me comfort, and I'm so grateful for my room. This is my sanctuary. This is my space. This is where I unwind. This is where I reflect. This is where I meditate. This is where I talk to God. This is my spot. This is my sweet spot. I ain't gonna hold you. Even when I go out in the world and I have a great time, I still can't wait to get home to my room because it's mine. Literally, I'm so grateful for my room and everything in it. My cozy bed, all my cards, all my crystals, my everything in my room. I love my room. I literally am grateful for my room. What are you grateful for in your house that sends you peace? Let's get a soul truth. Let's hit that soul. Holy Spirit, can I get a soul truth for today? Ooh, they gave us two. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Is that a sign or not? Wasn't this message about asking for help? It's okay to ask for help. This is God. This is God in this card telling you it's okay to ask for help. That's why he aligned these cards to come out with this message. You hear me? I can't make this up. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Until we can receive an open heart, we'll never really give with an open heart. Until we can receive with an open heart, we'll never really give with an open heart. You have to understand that. That's why I've been learning to receive, because I want to give with a real open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving When we attach judgment to receiving help, that's my bad. I was reading that. I want to read it. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to give help. Today's soul action. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. I ask for what I want and I'm open to receiving it. I ask for what I want and I'm open to receiving it. Okay? Hello? That was a good one. Dang, this one was hanging. I think we need this one too. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? I would choose world peace. Literally. I would choose world peace. Because that would mean that everybody in the world was in a peaceful state. So that means that we would just be giving a lot of love to each other. We would be just sharing everything in the world as a team. It would be nobody feeling like they had to belittle somebody to have, because everybody would be at peace. So if everybody at peace, what do that make? Heaven on earth. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires or your soul's wings. And it's time to take flight. Today's action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. Whatever makes you happy, do that today. And you know what I'm about to do. Take that spiritual bath that makes me so happy. It lifts my mood so good. I'm about to hop up in that thing. And then I'm going to get out. And I'm going to listen to a little music. And I'm going to dance. And I'm going to have me a grand old time while my kids in school. What am I most afraid of losing? What am I most afraid of losing? Honestly, I used to be afraid of losing everything. But right now, I can honestly say it's nothing too much I'm afraid of losing, because I understand life at a different magnitude now. So if I lose anything, I understand that it was a reason. Be it some growth that I needed, something that wasn't meant for me. I'm not even scared of losing myself. Like, again, you know why? because I love myself so much now, I wouldn't dare allow anything or anybody in that I would even think gonna threaten me losing myself again. I would not go back there ever again in this lifetime. And that's why I cut a lot of people off, because I already understand that their energy would have me losing myself. And I'm not about to do that again. So they gotta go. It's me or them. Guess who I'm choosing? Me every time. As we grow, change, and transform our life, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? Not anymore. What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Hello? Did I not eat? I just ate down. I got it to give to myself. I know I learned the lesson of self-love, baby, because I'm not willing to lose myself for nobody. I got all the love that I need. All the extra love that I need, like from God. I got that love from God because he cradled me. Remember, my ancestors, the archangels who he had on assignment to protect me, loved on me. And they showed me how to love me. So now I'm not looking for love outside of myself. I give myself the love I need. Name that fear and look at that worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. Today, mantra. I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measures. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. I move forward today knowing I am powerful beyond measures. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. And you are loved, and you are safe, and you belong. And you got to know that. So if it's anything that you fear losing, don't fear losing it, because you can't lose what you got to give yourself, and take your power back from that. That was definitely deep. That was deep. That was needed. Let me give you a few I don't care messages, because you don't need to care. You don't need to care about stuff. Hope the same ones don't come out, but I don't care if they do, because that means somebody need to hear it a little more. Okay? So they can abide by it. But you got free will. You choose. And that's one thing you need to know. You can't blame nothing in your life on another soul, because guess what? The bottom line is you make the choice and decision. Even if, let me tell you, even in the case that somebody did evil things to try to get you to move in the way they wanted you to, you still got the choice to say yes or no, whatever that look like. And so, yeah, God gonna punish people who try to intimidate or force your choice, right? But at the end of the day, you have to take accountability for the part you played in your choices and decisions, because you don't have to do nothing nobody tell you. You don't. You got free will. You don't have to do nothing nobody tell you. Literally. It's up to you. So blame somebody. You shouldn't. Oh, look, spiritual bath coming out. They know I'm about to go get in that thing. You know, and okay. So we got, do not panic. No matter what's going on, don't panic. Don't panic. It's all going to work out. Even when things are falling apart, that is working out for you in your best good. Because that ain't nothing but God letting things fall away that you don't need, because it's stopping you for where you're going. You are good enough as you are right now. Don't hide your stomach, your short hair, your glasses, your skin color. You are enough right now as you are right now. Abuse of power. Don't abuse your power. And don't let things outside of you abuse your power. Like money and material things and food and this and that and all of these things outside of you. Don't let them have power over you. I don't understand yet I'm a genius. Sometimes you don't understand things, but you are the genius in your life. You will understand in divine timing. Clarity will come and you will understand why you such a genius. Okay? Sleep on it. Whatever you're going through, sometimes when you can't come up with a solution, you say, I give it to the divine, my higher self, and I sleep on it. And tomorrow is a better day. Tomorrow is another day to have a better day. Do not take it personal. Whatever going on around you, don't take it personal. It ain't only you. It ain't only you they doing it to. It ain't only you that they coming up against. Don't take it personal. Just accept things for what it is and not what you want it to be. What if you could send your problems away today? You can. You can send them away. Look, God, I give you these problems because I can't handle them. Just the present moment counts. The only thing counts is now. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow ain't here. The only thing count is now. Go hug a tree. Get out in nature. Take care of yourself. That's what I'm about to go do. Take care of myself in that bath, y'all. Ooh, it's about to be good. I love it then. Okay, we're gonna get an angel. We're gonna get an angel message from Archangel Michael, and then I'm gonna get y'all a. But you know what? I want this last. First, let's do this. A spirit message you could be needing here at the spirit right now. Okay. An affirmation. Holy Spirit, what is the spirit message my divine loves need to hear right now at the spirit? Breathe. Okay. Breathing is good. Do you know how good it feels in a stressful moment to just say, wait a minute. I'm going to just breathe and I'm going to pause before I react. That works well for you, weller than you ever knew. Try it. It really works. So breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and out, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath premeditates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Let's see. Breathe. Breathe. This card is a sign for you to put a stop to those racing thoughts, the sudden flare-ups of anger, or the worry and anxiety that are robbing you of precious energy. When your body is depleted of prana, it will show signs of feeling tired or unwell. This is when the breath must come first. So when you find yourself saying, why am I looking fatigued or feeling stressed and out of balance, stop for a moment and elevate and my bad, and evaluate the way in which you've been breathing recently. If you've been breathing with shallow restricted short breaths, it's more than likely that you're holding on to or suppressing emotion and feelings. We ask you at this time to take a few deep breaths, consciously breathe, and allow life-giving energy and vitality to enter your body. By doing so, your body, mind, and soul will have a chance to pause and gain some inner clarity, calmness, and direction. Make your breath a part of your everyday awareness, and eventually you'll wonder how you manage to survive before you start paying attention to it. So breathing is always a way to come back home to self. When you're going through anything, breathe. Pause for a minute and breathe. It definitely will do you some justice, okay? We're going to get our affirmation. I don't know if we got spiritual advice for today. We did affirmation and okay. Holy Spirit. Ooh. Man, this is literally for me. And this is messages for whoever else need to hear it. But I'm talking about these two Archangel Michael cards that came out. God speaking to me while he's speaking to y'all. Okay, you got 3034. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Did I not just share my wisdom? Is that not a message that the world needed to hear? Can't make it up. And I'm saying that to say it's somebody else out here with a message, with a testimony. This is why I gave my message and my testimony. Because it's somebody else out here that need to hear this. Because you might have a story and a you might. You have a story and a testimony that somebody need to hear. You need to step into the spotlight. You might need to be a content creator. You might want to do a podcast. This is your sign. Okay? At the end of the day, even with this being almost a 2-hour message, I guarantee you God gonna make sure people see this. Okay? I believe in my Most High. Trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Okay? So let's read the message. Hold on one second, y'all. My bad, my divine loves. So we got 30, 83, and 89. Step into the light. The world is waiting for leaders like you. It's time for you to write, speak, teach, or otherwise share your vision. You are past the need to take more classes, read more books, or increase your knowledge. Your time learning from mentors is nearly complete, and your time to become an inspiration to others is at hand. You're ready. I'm using my sword of light to clear away your fear and uncertainty about what you can or cannot do. I know you may feel nervous, but try to focus on the excitement it brings when you consider how much help you can be to others. Ask your guardian angels and me to calm your jitters and reassure that you really are prepared to take on this beautiful life purpose. The light of the divine is shining down upon you. Have total confidence in yourself and get out there and change the world. I want to cry. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Most High God. I know this is for me, y'all. This is what I do. This is what I do. Speak to people everywhere I go, and they listen. Everywhere I go, I've been an advice giver. All my life, I've been a mentor. Since a little kid, I know that's what I'm meant to do, be in service like this. I'm supposed to talk to people. I'm supposed to teach people things. And guess what? I love it. I love it with everything in me, with no expectations. I literally love doing these videos. I literally love giving people advice. I literally love helping people. That's why my path was like it was, because I literally loved helping people more than myself. I would deplete myself to help somebody else. Come on, speak to me, God. I love the Most High. I swear, and He know I do, and He love me just as much. And He love you just as much too. Trust in divine purpose. Dear darling child, I know you have experienced emotional wounds during this human experience. It is my intention to help soothe your heart as you recover from these challenges. Source is pouring pure white light of healing down upon you to help you come to a place of peace as quickly as possible. It will take a little time, but there is no doubt that you will heal. I know that you are confused. I realize that you're fearful, anxious, sad, or even heartbroken, but I'm asking you to trust me. There is a reason for what you're going through. There is meaning in this experience. It may take a while for you to understand why this happened, why this has to happen now, but that time will come. It will. One day you will see the divine purpose underlining your growth as a soul in human form. You will suddenly connect the dots and the aha moment will arrive. And when you do see the light, you'll realize that it was all divinely orchestrated to take you to the next step of your dreams coming true and real joy coming into your life. Maybe you can see that right now. Maybe you already get it and you're putting your faith in positive action. If you are, then good for you, because your faith is indeed being rewarded. But if you're struggling right now, know then right now, then again, I ask you to trust me. Reach out to friends and family for comfort. Allow yourself to experience the emotion you're having. Be open to the love and care of professional counselors if the need arises. This will all work out. It will be okay. And I am here for you, and here for you now and until the days come when it will all make sense. Now, do you hear me? This message, trust in divine purpose, somebody needed to hear that today. Somebody just got on a path of divine purpose. And you needed to hear that right now. You might not understand, but you will. I'm living proof. I was right here where you at, where I didn't understand why all of these things was happening. But I'm here now. I can step into the light and help somebody else with my story, because I understand why divine purpose is divine purpose. I understand why we have to go through the trials and tribulations. I understand why we have to release so many people, places, and things to become our best version. So this was the message, y'all. Okay. This was a powerful ass message. Okay. And I don't mean to cuss when I say it, but when I say this was a powerful, God ate down when he gave me the voice to give this message, to tell the parts of my story that I was always shy to tell because I didn't want to be judged, but he gave me the confidence to not care. And all the cards to align with my message. Woo, God be eating, okay? He don't be playing. He don't leave no crumbs, okay? I'm going to give you your affirmation at the end. We're going to get some spiritual advice, some cosmic energy, a message from the universe, and an angel number, and we out. Holy Spirit, what is the advice? What's the advice, Holy Spirit? Let me get one more. Okay. Practice self-reflection, introspection, self-awareness, self-discovery, and growth. You always need to reflect. One thing that I learned when I was in solitude that I'm glad that I learned is to reflect. It got to the point that every single day, even still now, when I go out into the world and I talk to people, I come home and I ask myself, how did I feel? What did that make me feel like when they was talking to me and all of the things? Because that let me know, do I need to keep interacting with these people or not? Because if something make you feel like depleted or like energetically wise, you feel like I didn't so much care for that experience, you know that you need to let them go. Okay, so it's a practice self-care, nurturing, restoration, rejuvenation, and well-being. You could be needing to practice self-care, especially if you just got on this journey to self-discovery. Pour into you. Just like you are pouring to them friends, just like you are pouring to them low vibrational environments, take that energy and pour it into yourself. Take responsibility for your actions and emotions. Accountability, ownership, growth, and maturity. That's what this season about, okay? For y'all that just started, to learn how to take accountability. And embrace vulnerability, openness, authenticity, connection, and trust. Trust that where you at is the building blocks to where you going. Okay? Cosmic energy you can need to work on, or, Okay. Damn. See, I can't keep going. Wisdom. Okay. Dang, y'all, they going today. Ooh, this is a longer message. I can run through these though. They ain't that long. It's almost like you Okay, you need these because they came out. I don't care. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. Joy is the dance of the soul, enjoying every moment. Nurture others and also yourself. Transformation is the soul's evolution. Accept others and yourself. Welcome new opportunities. Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. Wisdom comes from the experiences and reflections that you go through, or you would not have wisdom. Seek support. You don't have to bear everything alone. You have support even when you can't see it. The angels, the ancestors, the archangels is around you. God sent them in to divinely protect you. Can't make this up. I went through this season. I'm not telling you nothing wrong. I went through this season alone because I had to pull myself back from everybody around me, family included. I went through that season, me, God, and the divine. Like me, God, my ancestors, archangels, and spirit guides. Your ancestors just cheering you on because you healing this lineage. You're healing your lineage when you heal yourself. Prosperity comes from hard work and love for life. Blessings are gifts from the universe. Receive and share them. Receive and share them. We live in a world where people don't even share the blessings. That's why they ain't floating like they supposed to. When God bless you, you bless others. That's how it goes. God use your pockets, your resources to bless another. Each one teach one. Help thy neighbor. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. Resilience is your source of strength in challenging moments. You see a plant, sunlight. It had to be resilient until it grow fully. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Adventure is the path to new worlds. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. Be teachable. Communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connections. The bridge to understanding connections is effective communication. You have to be able to communicate. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Meditation connects you to your inner self. Meditation is good and you do need it, but you have free will. Discover the treasures within your passion. Awaken is the process of discovering your true self. Grace is the universe blessings, opening your heart to receive it. Grace is the universe blessing. Open your heart to receive the grace. Cleanse your mind and spirit. Remove negative energy. That's what I'm about to go do. Cleanse really well. Okay. A message from the universe, our angel number, and I'm gonna let y'all go because it was a long one. But God gonna give it to who need to hear it. Holy Spirit, what can we hear from the universe at this time? Okay. So you got 3. Your life is love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burden for you. Say no when you want to say no. Instead of saying yes, please, to please other people is a real act of self-love. I'm going to read that again. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burden for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. So say no if you want to say no, because that's an act of self-love. And we grew up learning how to please people. Don't please nobody over pleasing yourself. Every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. For some of us, your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Okay? Holy Spirit, what is the angel number that aligns us? Ooh. back because I didn't get my question out yet. Holy Spirit, please give us an angel number that aligns us with today's message. Okay. They gave us 2, and 1 is for each group. 1 is for the group that's like how the Archangel Michael cards came out. Let me show you. Because I'm going to break it down into groups. 2 groups is watching this. The group that just got on their divine, just stepped into their divine purpose, and a group that is stepping into their divine purpose. They just started their divine purpose, and you are stepping into your divine purpose using your voice. Okay? So they got 7722, 7722. Ask for help. Support, guidance, connect, vulnerability, community, and trust. Remember, no one succeeds alone. It's okay to seek guidance and support. Embrace the strength found in community and don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. In what areas of my life am I trying to manage everything alone? How can I reach out for support? Identify one person or resource you can turn to today for guidance or support and take the step to reach out. Now, didn't I tell you? Don't be afraid to ask for help. You see how God aligned the messages because he know this is the message that was needed for today. Somebody needed to hear this. Somebody need to know that it's okay to ask for help. I can't make this up. When you ask, you shall receive. God, do not miss. Not a bit. Do you hear me? New beginnings, fresh start, opportunities, creation, hope, positive growth. Everything starts with a blank slate, and you have the power to create whatever you desire. Embrace a fresh start with an open mind. New opportunities are on their way, so stay positive and hopeful. How can I embrace new beginnings with an open mind and positive attitude? Take a moment to set a new intention or goal. Know that you have a blank slate to create something beautiful. So that is the message. Get y'all an affirmation. And I'm out. Holy Spirit, please come down and give me affirmations that my divine loves need for today. I treat myself with the love and respect I wish to receive from others. I treat myself with the love and respect I wish to receive from others, because we teach people how to love and respect us. Now that is self-love. I respect myself and love myself in the way that I wish to receive from others. And the last one, my left ear ringing. That's my ancestors. They proud of me. I harm myself when I try so hard to be good at the cost of my authenticity and mental health. I harm myself when I try hard to be good at the cost of my authenticity and mental health. So don't go out your way and harm yourself trying to be good to others at the cost of you being authentic with yourself and your mental health. Okay? This is the message. I am your mystic messenger. God love you the most, but I love you too. And with love comes great things. And I will see you guys on the next one.